Hello, collectors. This is Divinely God and Chosen Star Seed, spiritually 777. All right, I started already. I started the information on the first video, and this one will be like this. It's gonna be the same video, but I'm just doing it in parts because sometimes it's a long time. You didn't get into all that. I started with 13, what 13 was about, and that was because of death and transformation. Also, it tells you 33 has to do with the mission. Also, give you some information about Cancer's the month. And this is Cancer. Happy birthday for Cancers. Also, give you the information that Cancer is the fourth house. Okay. Give you the information is the mother in the home. You know, with Serene's the home. You know, she's by her mom, her home. And she's a mom at that. Okay. Now, let's go on here part two. So part two is gonna be this one again. So we started with the full moon Cancer for the first video. This one is you and your loved ones are safe. This is the new moon in Cancer. Okay, so let's go and get information here. All right, my understanding it has something to do to be treading, and it means to be careful about your sensibilities, and so tread carefully as you move towards your goals and dreams. Also, give you some, not to be too clingy and stop being sulking. Meditate, soothe, and hide emotional. Okay, give you that information. That has to do with 29 on that energy. It has Juno energy, made Gemini in there between Gemini Cancer. You may have a third house in your chart. Okay. So what's giving you your create magic is magic. It's a person can make create and meet creativity that's been given as an image that's been spoke out you. Who you are was a star anyway. You become as a star. You become something that regardless of a spirit had traveled in a wound and you become a beautiful thing later on. If that makes sense. So the alarms is for someone. All right. Wow. That's somebody. Hey. All right. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. There is a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in the connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, it says flatmate, or a moving house. All right, somebody, if you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could, okay? Doing so could bring your heart's desire. Doing so could bring your heart's desire, okay? So, meaning attuned to the moon. And they give you, make sure you put family first. You know, they're talking about that house. The house is gonna be the family in. You know, that's what's in. Put in the position. Your intuition gonna know that wisdom of a family in. And you know something is either good or something causing problems. Sometimes you have to figure out where it's coming from and why. It could be your thoughts, your patterns. It could be the subconscious. Let's be on here. Let's talk about the subconscious of the dream world. Man, for me to know this, and I'm like, am I in a simulation of another world or something? And I was like, okay, no, is she all right? No, I'm okay. It's just sometimes common just be common. And it's just the common go, right? But it's like you should know if you think it, there it is. So it is being, or like I say, so okay, so where it is, or be there it is, or there it is. If you're so it's like what come out of your mouth, and the thought is already given, but then you bring power to it, and it's you speak. So it's thoughts first. It means you can make the magician and the creativity in your mind, and then become thoughts, and then more power to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that you can already know that everything is gonna be fine. Your mind is know it. It's just it's not as fast as you would like. Okay. Says additional meanings for this card. Let someone get a bit closer to you. Now somebody's giving you a bit. A bit of something biting. Shoot. Somebody want to bite on you or get closer to you. Little Lionel Richie. Get too close to you. Girl. For a moment, baby. Sugar, sugar, yeah, 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 yeah. You know who that is. So little Lionel Richie coming on. So maybe there's somebody R&B on that. A new cycle starting for your child or children. So it's something in me, a new cycle. Mean a baby. Maybe another child is coming or somebody around. So mean it's a child or children is coming. It's starting for your child. Somebody finna have a baby. It's the mothering. You know, this got to do with somebody, a masculine. You finna either you who you been getting closer to you. Somebody finna have a baby. Okay, it's a time to review your goals and have change. Meditation will help you to banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. So give you that new moon of Cancer is a super emotional time. As the moon is all about emotion, and Cancer is the water sign, also emotional. Saying that the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer, and I think it's giving it's one of her two home signs. It's Taurus. So you're dealing with Taurus again. Like I said, the North Node and the South Node. My understanding, when you're dealing with Taurus, your best thing is to do in the north of Taurus, of the North Node. Is what I'm saying. So South Node is gonna give you. You already went through all of that, all the mess and all that yucky yunk in Taurus is about. Now it's to bring it in the north, right? So that also whatever happens next will be your favor. It's especially positive for the family matters. Giving you 4-9 again, giving you the fourth house, and the ninth house gonna give you Sagittarius. Oh, oops, scoop, scoop, skip. Yep, it is ninth house is in Sagittarius. So you dealing with Sagittarius, okay, in that energy. All right. Now, so 4-9 gonna give you that 13. Gonna give you death and transformation with that. Okay. But that's gonna be in that eighth house. Eighth going to the ninth. Eighth transformation is in the eighth house. Ninth house is in the Sagittarius house. Okay. Because you're moving from one to the next. Seventh house is gonna be Libra. Eighth house is Scorpio. So giving the information. So 9 and 4, meaning ending the stuff, meaning you finna move into a house. Because it's letting you know that 9 is telling you that. So Sagittarius. Matter of fact, I've got these cards here. Let me see what's going on in Sagittarius since we pulled it, because that is ninth house. That has to do with something burning. It's giving you the phoenix arising, mean burning energy. You know, it's a lot of energy with lyrics and different things, and it tells you a lot of stuff. So I'm humming. about your mind and everything. Meaning stuff you have to. So meaning you have to burn things, thoughts and things, and you have to burn it. And sometimes you write things and burn it and put it in a box. You know, something you have to worry about everybody else thinking you're a witch. Well, hell, I say hell got to do with soil, and it means hot. So this is hot summer. We in Helen and Ellen and Elaine energy. So that means that has to do with, you know who Helen is, and you dealing with the energy. It's burning things that's not necessarily for you. So you have the thoughts has to be burnt, you know. So like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna say today. I always think I'm gonna start one way. I'm in the tempest. I mean, I'm in the balance of it. I'm with the justice too, but I'm also with balance because I tell both sides because that's balance. Because one is going to go one side and one gonna fall. Okay, I'm in the balance. So to each is one. Somebody said you need to figure out which side you on. I said I'm in the middle. The middle is safe. It's firing up because we got a lot going on. You got Democrats and Republicans and a lot of stuff going on, and people are moving the seats. So you better get yourself in the middle part. And whoever you choose, your choices, because a witch is you're gonna know which one to go this way or this right. Be tread times right now. Hey, that's for somebody. Justice on that. Okay, let me see. I mean, okay. Oop. Right there. He says, I woken up and with random bruises and no clue how I got them. There it is. That's the ninth house. That's what you're dealing with. I woken up with random bruises and no clue how I got them. Okay, now that's I already know what I'm dealing with because, see, I already got something written all on in here because it letting you know about the bruises and where you coming from, okay? All right, that's Sagittarius. All right. Here's another one. It says, I spend more time thinking about my future than being concerned with the past. I spend more time thinking about my future and said future than being, that's individual, concerned with the past. Think too much. Sagittarius. All right. Now, I have another card in here, but I'm going to wait till Scorpio. I'm going to give you something with Scorpio. These are thoughts and stuff. Thoughts and stuff. I said stuff is a lot of things. Okay, they said something about sidekick on that part video. It says, I always the hero, never the sidekick. I'm always a hero, never the sidekick. Hey, somebody, Sagittarius, come on, you on one, baby, you in one, baby. I'm like, come on, somebody. I like those little thoughts. Like I said, I like games and I like movies. I like a lot of things. You know, being at home, you do a lot of things, but you're just not just a Cancer. You're 12. 12 is a lot. You're just an old soul that's been here and for a long time. And you didn't know that you was a whole lot of just not date of birth. You got a lot of things connected to the past. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. You connected to generation of trees. And that's a lot of it. Oh, that just flipped. I see a rabbit. And it says, I have high tolerance for pain. Uh-oh. Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. So, it says, I woken up with random bruises and no clue how I got them. But then the 8th house going to tell you about your hidden things that you have purposely. You have a tolerance for pain. There's somebody in the month of Cancer. But she got a lot of things in here. But hey, that's the 9th. That's Scorpio. That's the 8th house, telling you about them stings, what you been going through with them stings, and then it's gonna give you the information right here. Sagittarius, it's gonna let you know. I woken up with this, but I don't know how I got them. But you know who you're dealing with. 8, 9, 17 on that star. Come on, somebody. There it is. Boom. Okay, so you got tolerance. So we already got the answer. The answer is you spoke out some, and now something is coming out here to with the moon of Cancer, and a new moon is exposing all of it. Come on, somebody, come on, baby. I got that blue in here, blue, and giving you the blue is have to do with communication. All right, somebody. Okay, so with all of that's going on, let's see what else we got to say about the tolerance, about what's going on with these bruises and stuff. Woke up something in these different realms and shift and jumping on that jump man energy. And so that got to do with Drake and Future. 429 on that. I got 109, meaning 9 gonna give you the ending of that Phoenix Rising. Okay, and you're going to your journey, your next, meaning hey, it was in and you were exposing all of it right now. Okay, let's see where we're going. It says, I feel personally offended when a friend doesn't take my advice. Okay, well, let me tell you something, Scorpio. And let me tell you, as a Cancer, advice has been added, and it has a vice, but a person doesn't want it, then let it pass. Because it's like, that somebody don't even want no water. And if they want a dry mouth, let them be dry. Moving on. Next. So if somebody don't want nothing moist and they want to have a dry mouth and you give them some advice and they didn't want it, they just want dry mouth. Dry mouth, they'll later on they'll get something to drink. When they want that water, they'll come back. 16 on that. So you can't help everybody. Help yourself. Help yourself first. Okay. It says, I like to keep my private life private. Well, sometimes, baby, we got these devices now. We figuring out that, hell, you thought wrong. You thought wrong, honey. Because, baby, when we figured out the baby and everything else, baby, we in another time, baby. Seem like another purpose is in the head of you. Okay, when all of this is going on. Okay, let me go on in here. Now look, I've already I don't like this part. They don't like, okay, there it go. The wind is up here. Now certain things I ain't gonna say, but certain things I need to say. Because I understand there's a lot of things that some things is I've got a lot of gifts, and sometimes I bring a lot, and sometimes they don't want a lot of things out here, but let's get it. Now, the first thing I had on my mind yesterday, these are the two things on my mind. As I driving, I had the numbers. I had China Berry. It has to do with Houston Borough. And Houston Borough has to do with what happened with the hurricane. Now, my understanding that it has to do with some type of crystal and a stone. But I said crystal ball is a pageant. Now, if that's resonate. Now, I don't know if it's what it is, but I give it here as Ophir. Ophir gonna give you the information that you probably need to know. You know, it's a positive thing. Ophir is a good thing. It's matter of fact, Ophir that has to do with my understanding is a resin. Resin has to do with perfume. Okay, resonate on that. But it says going now. That's the positive thing. Now we talking about Houston. You already know. That's perfume and cologne. There has to be somebody that is a perfumist or somebody's in that type of energy. Okay. Now giving you the OPP. You know me, and they give you that hair energy. So this got to do with a woman and her fragrances. And hey, the woman gonna know. So you're dealing with something of that. But the Christ, when you have in Christ, Christ means the individual. Anybody, if we of this land, have some type of energy of that. That mean is, Christ is the same thing as Jesus, Messiah. Where they got Yeshua, you got all the different names that they use, right? You give as a name of the languages, right? And then the religious, the culture is gonna fight about of one name. And then all of that, when you know if the individual was you. But my understanding, it depends on cultures and religions and traditions of people. But like I say, I gives out all of it. You figure it out. My thing of it is be thyself. And if you be thyself, then you know who you are. We're talking about the sun and what absorbed it. That's all we're talking about. And then we know that everything absorbed it. Then in the in the scripture will tell you is the indignation pours out. That means that there's a water that comes around that gives you a water barrier, that give you Aquarius of a star anyway. That means that either it's going to be perception or precipitation, meaning somebody is going to pure and is going to give you something to purify, okay? Meaning constantly to clean you. Now you're in that time that what you do wrong, now it's like more to clean you from the slate, from all the of the nastiness that you done put and absorb so much. Then you got somebody is pouring you down, cleaning you up, okay, without being in the water pool. Now you constantly getting purified without going in the water hole. Does that make sense? I didn't understand somebody. You can't make everybody go drink. Now, you can't. The sky give you that energy. That's air communication, and that's Father. You can't make everybody drink. Okay, that meaning that the advice than always um, don't want to drink. Moving on. Now, my understanding Antichrist has to do with fashionings. It's about the perception of what we do. It's an organization, and meaning what we've done. We built this up. It's like I didn't build up my house, and I built it up. Then all of a sudden the house fell. But it tells you in the scripture that the woman is the one that breaks down. Okay. Now let's get it right now. Because understanding about the woman, it is. But sometimes the woman ain't even her own household not being in that function. But understand that a woman also is also connected to a man bride too. Then we're talking about functions of both of individuals. But we ain't talking about the soul part. We're talking about the spirit. So one thing about spiritually, if you talk about spirit first, then your body is trying to connect to what the spirit was there in the first place. Spirit is going to give you uh, the conscious of subconscious. That's thoughts, and then the conscious is the soul part. So your body's trying to catch up from what was already been given from a long time ago. That's the common sense that you should already know. But we're dealing with other things has been added, tied to cell phones, devices, uh, everything vices has been connected. Then became as something else, become as something that you allowed it from a big heavy phone, even giving you the mouse that's tapped into code from a long time ago. Morse code. Morse code has to do with a Morse. It has like a little nibble stuff for a rat. Rat become as a betrayal too. They know too damn much because they already tracking you and trying to control you at the same damn time. This is what we do. Okay? Then you become broken. You know what? In order to break another person is to break her down or break him down. And to break it is to heal it back again. But it's controlling though. Could it be targeted individually? Or is it because of the things that the world has made it become as to break you down and they're constantly in the redo of the beginning? Maybe you may go from all the way up for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and by 4 you done went back down to 4 and go back down to 1 because you ain't went through the 21, which you're supposed to, because different levels of devils. Because sometimes you get up and then you fall right back down because somebody into they watching. So it's like a fight with this game of chess. In black and white, you got the wings. You got the one, the white wing, and the black wing. The understanding you already had anyway, but that from understanding, my understanding, because some people don't have that understanding about that. But the revealing of it, it's about a nature and nation, a hunter and hunted. It's like a spirit that was already a king and become as so many people wants to be, more than that, become as the landlords of the giants of teeth. That means you're dealing power, head at that, and strong with that too. And the kingdoms are all over. So everybody's trying to pick in the seat and who gonna be the king, what we're talking about. The kingdom, right? And it's the biggest thing going on right now. So you got your red and blues. And which pills you gonna drink or eat? I say, hell, I say, I I'm like this. My name is Ben. I ain't in it. Thank you. Moving on. That's to somebody. All right, so you add more to a quint. Quint has to do with money. It has to do with land, visionary, and what's been given. It gives you a divine. So I believe that this mortal, as a being, has become divine as electric, as a mother, become as what we already then made. Become as electric boogaloo, which it is a lab tech, and give you science and health, technology, android or druid. Druid has to do with different things that they had a long time ago. We back at that past. It's the energy of the dark times and tell you about the circle table. Go read about that. But give you the minor. Minor has to do with a page. Page has new things, also give you page. Page is going to give you new ideas too. And always ain't bad, but it's the as the point of it's the report after the fact. Something is pre done before it was already manifested. That's the minor report. Go plug on that because you may want to, it tells you about the stolen and merchandise, how it's quick before it really happened. Go back and get that energy, and that's got to do with that fourth house because it's gonna be Tom Cruise because he's a Cancer. Moving on. Um, give you the magician of how you create. Give you 33 the mission. Give you 9 and 10, the ending of things, and death is the beginning. Give you the journey. We're going to the magician. That's where you at now. It's gateways and stuff is open. Doors are open. If you have the sun and the moon at the same time, two eyes is watching, visionary is on the point. It means if we're using it, device connection is simulation or similar. I summon Sim. Sim gonna give you a chip. Chip gonna give you the energy. Sims has to do with simulation. Go find out what Sims is. Maybe some people use Sims and cause problems and be controlling of this type of prison type of thing. Then targeting an individual could be somebody that know how to do Sims. I said maybe it be in Taurus. It could be in a home. You can have that fourth house. You can also have that in the intuition, which one I say one house was going to give you. Will give you one in between with Aries and Taurus energy, right? So my understand, you got bullheaded, and also is a ram and bull who you dealing with. So my understanding can bring in that simulation, understanding what they do, because simulation can be as your own as simulation as a home. You can know how to build, all right. But if they using this simulation and using different type of technology, health and everything else, it can be anything connected to why you're in that predicament that you feel like you have to tread lightly because of what's been watched. But the eyes has been of the sparrow telling you what's really going on with the eagle. Eagle gonna give you that phoenix energy, gonna give you that Egypt energy, what you're dealing with. All right, so it meaning something that certain things of the Big Dipper is gonna pour out. A couple of weeks ago, I said something Big Dipper, and I seen a big one. It was huge. It was so plain. It was like, oh, it's water coming. And I mean, dang, it wasn't even a couple of days. There was water, and I was like, I already pulled a card. There it was. It said storm, and my understanding had a storm, and then it has hurricane. Like I think it was a storm. I forgot which one the card, but anyway, But I'm saying it is. We're at a time as a visionary explosion about falling away has broken bones, being shadow bones and dark. Dark mean hidden thing illuminate to bring in what was out the door. Door has to do a closet that's been hidden. We're at a time of this that people of leaders, masters are falling down for reason. All right, to be exposed and let you know that you ain't by yourself. It's a lot of things has to be exposed and to bring it down for another person fall for reason and to get back up. It's all right. Okay, moving on. Give you different thing about X. X give you the terrestrials. I think I said that it has to do with that. Meaning people from a long time ago that had started the beginning. That if we become savages from different people from different worlds, and they think we're savages, then we got a lot of clean up in this energy. That means that the people on earth has become as not as earthly as we say or per se. We become as savages of come against our own fate. Fate has to do with foe, and foe got to do with that F word. That means we have to do and reveal about the things that we've already put in this life. And sometimes you don't want to deal with it, but it's here. It's about your nation. It's under the sun. Under the sun has to do with set children. That means set up under of the sun. So how many set children it is? Then you deal with it. It's a new surprise coming. Revealing of all of this. Saturn return. Jupiter return. Uranus return. Why Pluto not? Naughty, nasty boys. And girls and gas too. Gals mean brides and the women. And you become his beast and become savages too, because you don't lost some things that you're understanding about the earth. And some things has become, you eat certain things and different type of entities, we act like for reasons and become something else. I understand it, but it is, some people can't. We come from different mountains. I'll give Chicago and give you all the information of these different of ley lines of things of where power is ley lines, CERN, colanders, CERNs, portals, and things was done purpose to make it fast in order to purify and blast on and start again. Some people are everlasting and some people are not. Some people don't cross over and they hang for a reason. Moving on. Principalities of earth. They're the ones who are the different type of at this time. And that is powers. And they are doing their business. Because there's a reason why they had to get down like that, for a reason, because understanding principalities is different of order of the triangle. It means that the mountain levels of devils. And some of them are levels with that, and some is not. Give you high priest energy, giving you Taurus energy again, which is the Tarot. Okay, you're dealing with priest and priestess. We're talking about man and a woman, and you're still doing all kinds of stuff. But perception, with the calendar, gonna give you that tossed salad. So somebody like to do tossed salad. You already know what tossed salad is. Freaky 69. It's gonna give you that Ronnie energy, Run Southwest Bell. Give you that information, what's really going on. Give you a clue. Conspiracy clues blues. It is sometimes can be overdoing policing. Some people could be, like I say, policing is a good old boy, okay? Got the Deuce Hazard going on. Also gonna give you that energy, right? Let's see anything on here. Sometimes things come lately. Sometimes it's come lately, and it ain't got nothing to do with no seeds in there, okay? Moving on, signs and lambs, that's maybe the energy. Let's see. Different things about the separation of moral and democracy. You may want to go get on that. Maybe have something to do with what is in the bell and what is not. Okay? Maybe something has to do with exchange and money and things of earthly things that we do with Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Maybe that's what's going on. My understanding that as I looked at it, it may be a little bit Chanel 9 or Chanel 5, 14 on that. A lot of things have to do with Jumpman, that energy, which I already had put on the cards here. Jumpman function, like I said on the other video that I had put that. Let's see if I have it. What I do with Jumpman, knowing that that was the reason why I was on here anyway. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. Maybe is the reason why. Yeah, I had all that here, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Oh, there it is. I guess I put it somewhere. Isn't that something? How you put something here, and you're like, what's it sitting here, and then all of a sudden you done already did all the stuff that you wrote, and then you didn't sit there. And Lord, let me see if I put it here. Some of it, what was it? Well. Well, I guess it wasn't. But it, like I said, the energy in here had to do with Jumpman. But it's going to tell you what's really going on in the energy. So since they were jumping on that, that's all right. Let's get on in here. Now, it says take an opportunity. Take a OPP again. Down, you know me. OPP give me that energy that I was saying earlier. OPP. Like I said. To me, my understanding that more like gateway has to do with mortal, and it has to do with wounds, like I said earlier, right? And it has to do with this right here. I've woken up with random bruises and no clue how I got them, but it didn't tell you that's that Saturn. And here's the eighth house gonna tell you I have a tolerance for pain. So you're dealing with mortal wounds. And that has to do with the reference of Antichrist. It was exactly. So the reference of it has to do with anti-wounding. 13 of that's the scripture is going to give you Revelation 13:3. And that started from all of it. So be honest. Be honest. To me, it's be you, who you are, right? But understanding that why it has to comes from to Metro has to do with Metro could be T-Mobile energy. It's to the point how to heal it from all the thoughts that you all had went through of different type of realms of the dream state. And that is subconscious. Subconscious has to do with the moon and how it's been aligned and eclipsed. And all of this was lined up. All the planets and everything was lined up for reasons. And it has to do with that. But Metro also can mean two things. Metro can be metrosexual, if that's someone, or resonate to that. But understand that. But it has to do with the AL. AL has to do with the beginning. And like I said, if that's of Christ, then you know who you're dealing with. But like I said, you got the Yasha and the Yum. And sometime it be art Yum. Yum has to do with eating and how somebody's eating. All right. So one is the Yash and one is Yum. Art Yum. Meaning art is creativity and eating at that has to T. So you deal who you dealing with. Different type of Shriners. Shriners have different type of what it is. It's different type societies and different things of pageants. Find out what's going on in the energy, but only stand that I can see is that wound has to do with dead. Wounds and dead. It means nothing but wounds come from the Libra energy, which is going to give swords energy and becomes that the ending part. But swords has to do with that air energy. So that will be as Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And in that house of that sword, justice is Libra, and it's going to give you love and relationship, how you deal in that family. And that's going to cause problems. If you can master that, you done made everything. If you know how to master that type of energy, you can do anything. If you got that relationship, that house, seventh house, you can do anything in this world and know how to master it. Then you didn't already won. Um, let's see anything. Oh, I already said all that. Oh yes, it says something else to do with 13. Seem to revolve around taking advantage in opportunities less highly involved people. Okay, and it says, oh, don't recognize their chance when it comes, or continually make false starts, resulting in setbacks or outright failures. Okay, most of some. However, it's a feeling of a kairos. There it is, the right time and something to happen, given that kairos. And through the single opportune move may set themselves on a path leading to a full expression of the abilities with come as this comes to weight and give you a monetary or special rewards. It give you it's like the sate. It's you say monetary and spiritual rewards. This has to do with, I tell you, Saturn return, but it is retrograde right now. Then you have Aquarius return, Uranus energy. Okay, so then you deal in the Pluto house, so you got a lot going on, but it gives you involved people who you are as on the 13th of that mothering house. Also may be come to think themselves as unlucky, which is a choice. Okay, it is not only D or separation of vasting to their self confidence may be become a fulfilling or self fulfilling, and as fulfilling is something as the prophecy. So people rest easy, confident that their time will come, regardless of a temporary setbacks or slow progress. Their self confidence and self esteem rarely waver, even in the times of great trial. This is for you, mothering of the Cancer house, and the functions of all men and women. This is the opportunity. It's been taken. Take it. Okay? Now, that's the opportunity to give you meditation. Everything is changing all the time from one moment to the next. Okay? That give you strength is daring, goal oriented, and stalwart. Okay. Like I say, summer. It is summer. And it has 69. That means Sally Walker. That means Sally Walker got to do with Southwest and Bell. Has to do with cell phone. Hell, it is what it is. Hell is what I said it. It's on the end of it. And soul has a lot to do with soul of your perception. So you're dealing with 69 on walkie talkie on 69 on that. So let's see what the energy we're bringing in here is erotic and explosion. Where you're dealing with Uranus energy. Okay, so like I said, you got a lot of Uranus in here. You reign on us. Okay, let's move it on. That means that the deserve and wait a minute, directed, passionate pursuits, impulsive. You know how it's be real quick now. Powerful, responsibility, power wisely, run into risk of the self destruction. So you got to be careful on that Uranus. Go figure out about that Uranus planet, and that tell you how it is. Sometimes you kind of be like you could be something as a responsibility and power and wisely and running back to risk of self destruction, because self destruction, you know, you don't want to go back to that. But sometimes people around want to go back to self destruction. That means you got to be careful who you tied with. You tied with cell phones and different entities and things that we use will shut down sometimes. So you'll be able to have some peace. Sometimes shut down is a time for to rest. You know, when you find out peace, you know, peace is a treaty. But you got to understand about peace treaty means there's something coming later. Understand that. You know, it's like it's so hard to keep peace. And then trouble's around. Now, I'm giving you the information about how other Uranus of self-destruction can be tagging. Beware of tagging. Tagging also gonna give you tapping energy. Bad luck people. That means something entity has caused problems, stop problems with you. Okay, let's give you that. But you shouldn't be self-pity. But sometimes you add said pity because you want to, you fall with them because hell, this everybody fall at the same time, shoot, and then everybody fall because it seems like that's the purpose anyway. So you can't move up. You understand? If somebody got to do all of that tied to you in order to do something, you know the game is the game. The game is make sure you just never give up. I mean, you should never give up, but also you should never allow another person or opponent to use, they have to use type of devices to help you to keep you in that predicament. And you got to win. But sometimes you can get tired. But you understand you get up to do to start a new day again. It's like the Friday energy. You know, Friday energy, it tells you that instead of using a gun, you have to use with your hands. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the fight is. The guns is something that you're not even dealing with your hands. That means something is your physical abilities. That a gun, anybody can just take the trigger. It's quick. But you, it's about the work part that you was given to do things with your hands. And some things you just have to, at a time, a bully is a bully, but you have to fight, you know. But then Friday's a good day. You know what I'm saying? Friday's a good Friday. Different languages say it's good for Frig Day. Okay? But then you figure out Frig Day was a bad day. From my understanding, everything was so bad for certain person of culture. I believe that that's a control and conditional. The same thing another person gonna tell you, the same thing they teach you. They want you to understand that everything else is the bad guy. So the a bad give you a bad energy that each culture come against each other. Then we're dealing with controlling and condition of somebody is trying to be as a devil. Be careful about somebody is trying to be controlling handler because that's what this is. Because all the cultures are 12. And like I say, it's the grand cycle. He talking about the grand. Now we're in the 13 energy because everything have death and transformation. So that's going to be an extra month coming because we are already in the 12 of the old soul of the Pisces energy that surrounds. And that Pisces going to give you Atlantic and Pacific. Hello, somebody. That means the water has been knowledge and has been given to everybody. That was chosen. Now, come on. Now, so when we're at that, we're coming from bad luck, self-feeling, prophecies, indulging in self-pity. Now come on out of that because that's what they're trying to do. You already kind of, you done it already. Give you the I don't energy. You know, I don't energy. That's giving the energy has to do with the English. They give you some of that UK energy, which is the same thing. See them hands? Bloop. Give me that energy. So that give you death, which I said that has to do with taking literally signifies letting go of the past in order to grow beyond limitation. Give you the MET. That number has been on here on my mind for a week. Give you the MET. Give you the meet and the met. As a person, you meeting somebody or you gonna meet somebody, and that means meeting other things. But also give you a moral that go that morph. That morph is gonna give you a mortal and morph energy. Gonna give you a what they call it, a psychic abilities. Okay, how you deal with it, that's your business. I'm just giving out the melancholy, giving you disillusion and pessim. So if you give the pessim energy, and be guarded, and be not to be discouragement, because you're dealing with that a whole lot of psychic ability. And it has to do with psychological stress during a radical transformation. And this is what the visionary object clearly is overlooked, but it's delegated physical of psych state and break it down as a goal. But it's to reach what to be truly tragic. But I also give you how you can improve your diet and engage in regular exercise. That's for me. I'm gonna say that, girl. This, honey, I've been acting up really good, but hey, I'm gonna be all right. But it is a reason because it's my time. And I don't do it all the time, but it's a time that it's something I hadn't. But that's my business. I just give something out. But you know, it's time to kind of slow them down. But when that month you're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. It is your day, your month. Teach his own. All right, shout out to Cancers. Happy birthday. Anyway, for the whole month. Matter of fact, um, let's give you about foods and excellent cooks. Is to invest the time. And if you have that, baby, you know how to burn. You know how to burn and burn rubber without no soul. You got it going on, baby. A skillet can be your best friend. All right. All right, and get on some card here. So even though them cards, I guess it was a reason, because baby, it was some real deal up here. But that Jumpman energy better go on in there with that future. Jumpman gonna give you that Drake. Drake gonna give you that Jewett energy, and Future's gonna tell you what's around. So they give you all the information that was 5 years ago. Now somebody, hey. All right, let's see. Let's get a good tour. First of all, let's get some secrets of the ancestors, okay? And this is an oracle. I'm just gonna bring something. All right, I ain't brought nothing in a while for this one. It says, whatever or not, what did it say? Whether or not you knew your ancestor, they knew you, spirit, was the first ancestor. I said the Most High knew you first, before the spirit was in the womb. If that's resonates to somebody, that means culture, traditions, or whoever, to each his own. I mean, if it has something to do with different type of chi energy, if that's chi, tiger energy, China berry energy, is that somebody? China berry is a blessing thing, baby. You need to know a lot of chi. Chi and China berry is going to tell you a whole lot. They always around, but was told it was poison. But come on, somebody, teach his own. I've seen as what do we call it, a different type of weeds. Some weeds has become weeds and become blessing. Hello, somebody. So gotta be careful about why people say not and why is it. Your questions is to answer the questions. Let's see what's the the secret of the ancestors oracle have to say today. Ooh, so fast. Oh, the patriarch. Unapologetic. And it could be a tick. That's the energy that I'm seeing. What number is that? Oh, still the number 4. I say we're in the house, baby. We're in the house. 4 is gonna give you that why am I, come on now, our emperor energy. Okay, it says you will achieve what you have set out to do. The patriarch steps up to remind you that you are the leader of your own life. Things are more stable and secure than you think. Your fears are lying to you. You have the wisdom that the situation requires. Okay. The ancestors may also come forward with authoritative energy around you and is overpowering you. My dear one, stand up straight and own your power. Okay, giving the information. This is some well, here you go. Ancestral memory. The patriarch shows up here as a Messiah or Masai, as an elder chief. And a patriarch is a calm of experience of the ambitious leader with loving and supportive divine masculine energy. The patriarch or patronal or ancestry can be seen as assertive and aggressive, depending on the viewpoint. That's 38 on that. 11 again, justice on that. Gonna give you that 12 energy, but the 12 also has to do with hangman energy on that tarot card. But understanding that you don't have to be stuck. Let's moving on. Give you the justice that it's been overseen over you all this time. Let's moving on. Act as if you are regal. Act as if you are powerful. I mean, act as one. Act as if you're wise. This is a different frequency than fake it till you make it. That's somebody. You have no need to fake anything. Your arteries, meaning what's the arteries inside, don't worry about it. Because the bruises ain't going to do nothing on the outside, baby. But them arteries, them blues, I said blues, clues, come on somebody. And bones, remember the royalty in your DNA, copper on there. Hello. Okay, now they giving you the emperor again. They're giving you declaration. I owe no apology for walking in my power. Giving that walking, that 69 Sally Walker walking in the Southwest Bell. Keep them walking with that, baby. You don't have to apologize for nothing. It's already done. Ain't nothing you don't have to do. Anything. It's been all right. There we go. 44 on that. So 144 at that. So that was the one card I'm gonna bring in there. Okay. It seemed like my understanding, like I said, I don't never know what I'm gonna say. And I don't know the answer every time neither. So my understand. Seems like there's a good thing here. I'm going this cosmos. I'm gonna give you some of that because the cosmos is up there and the stars, and we gotta have heavens and all of that. We need the earth too. We need the all things. You know, the three gonna give you that. Give you astrology energy of the star energy. Heaven's in there and it's gonna give you earth. You know, and in the middle of it, it is heaven. Hello? So you in the middle. Baby, if that resonates to somebody, give you the prophecy. Here we go. You ain't gotta apologize for nothing. It's already done. You just being yourself. And other people have a problem with that, then we gonna be all day worried about them. Then you ain't doing nothing you supposed to. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, look at that. It flew there. Still get eyes. Look at the eyes. Some is closing and some is not. Still three. See, it's six here. It's death there. 69, I told you that. 6 gonna give you the beginning of creation, and 9 is gonna give you that. 69 gonna create that ninth, which gonna give you the phoenix arising. That means something burnt in transformation. It's giving you the information right here. Alright? Wow. Energy is strong, boy, today. Woo-wee. Now this is the Cosmo Tarot. Now this is different, but you know I like it. You're not going to die. Relax. But if you let's say sitch, you're thinking about it's over. Well, let go of something better might be coming. What the heck? I'm gonna say that again. If you're not going to die. Relax. But if that sitch you're thinking about is over, let it go. Something better might be coming. So they give you the information. Now I'm not going, upside down gonna tell you something, meaning some type of death. Death has to do with something to do with it can't hear, something like that. But defeat may be coming. That's just saying. So you must been, it's a defeat. You done went through it. And you went through the fight and you embraced it. So you're overcoming. That's what this understanding from number 13 was. It's taking opportunity. You already done that. And let me give you something else, and I'm leaving here. Number 14 is going to give you convincing of a storyteller. Let me give you that. It's the after all, you are everything that happens around you. What else do you know? There's a storyteller. So giving you convincing of a storyteller. And what the storyteller is going to give you the temperance energy. Okay? It means the balance of it. So my understanding, everything is good here. Everything is tied to the moon. Full moon, new moon. Everything is giving out the information. Let's see if anything else, anything besides that. Temperance gave it here again. That's the 14th, and it's today. Now they got 7 here. 7 of wands. Still give you chariot about wands in your 7. Okay. Now you can do it how you want to, but 7 wands there. Now upside down, it's gonna say a 7 pentacles upside down now, but it's still 7 pentacles. I'm gonna do both anyway, so I'm gonna quit because it's going. Ooh, 7 and 7 is 14 again. So let's get on in here. They got swords in here, but I'm gonna leave that in here. We see there's still 3 swords in here, 4 swords, matter of fact, from my understanding. But let's get on here, wands and pentacles. Okay, stand up for what you believe. Still tell you stand up for what you believe. Now, others gonna have their own criticism, make you give up, because that's what I said earlier. Because that's what they're trying to do. Because it's watching with the Tyrone energy giving you that type of phone. You're dealing with different things. So when you're dealing with an Android, then you know what Antichrist is about. Somebody controlling, trying to stop what your purpose is. And how long they been doing that? For a while, my understanding. If you understand it now. So the pentacles. Let's see what it say about the pentacles. It's about your money. And like I said, they don't around you for a reason, for shift on that. May have some of that simulation you may go on in there. The simulation gonna tell you what they doing in the first place, how to stop you about your different cell phones, if there's regulation. Somebody, hey, I told you I was coming. Okay, 7 of Pentacles is your hard work will pay off success in your life. So let you know. Now, if you don't, you be lazy and lack of the planning of the downfall. So I mean, you may be laziness and not doing it. But your pinnacle is already here. The future is here. Now they are putting you in that position of lazy and lack, or are they trying to build you up? To each his own, because like I said, it is other people putting as the mortal or the physical flesh upon this technology beast. So you figure out who is for you and ain't. From my understanding, when one lie and they lie 1 time, 2 and 3, hell, you already know 1, 2 and 3, that's enough. Then you can't listen nothing they say. Because they ain't came for you, baby. They just didn't come for you, baby. They came for to stop you. Moving on. 4 swords. Take the day off. You needed a break. You stressing out of every subtweet. Time for a social media detox. Social media. I told you, shut down. Man, that was good. All right, Cancer. That's what you need. Masculine, feminine came in here. Hey. Transformation. That's all I've been talking about. I already wrote it before I pulled it. Temperance. 7 Pentacles. This was up. Excuse me. It was 7 Wands. And then this was upside down. But, hey, it's a balance here. 4 swords. Shut down. Detox. Now, one thing, media, I'm gonna slow down because I'm being on my business. So, and Hierophant gonna give you that energy. Then I said Hierophant, it had to do with them bull. It has to do with that South Node energy. Like I said, with that Taurus energy, you're dealing with influence and speaking. And so my understanding, this is what you're dealing with. Understand that. But that's your job. You already know what you're supposed to do. You just open your mouth. And like I said, the patriarch already gave you the information about that 4th house. He said you're an unapologetic. You don't have to say anything. It's already done. All right. So, all right. Dealing with Pages energy, honey. Upside down, baby. That means your children. Your children, honey. You're dealing with your children. And let's just be honest. I'm going to leave that because the page is about your children, honey. When they have 4th house, you know you're dealing with that. So sometimes, and it's about their money and what they do, because they may be acting funny, but it's a reason. Sometimes clingy and up, like I said, says first on here, fourth of Pentacles gonna tell you loosen up your control everything. Now upside down, let go of toxic people and situations. You don't need them. I'm telling you, if I your children is causing problems and they being toxic, leave them alone. It's telling you right now. That's what the four. I already knew that was coming because they have to do with that four house. Fourth's gonna deal with those pages in your house. So that energy depends if they tie to other things too, can bring your energy down, and it's gonna tell you about it. So that means about your children, your page. It means something that you done pushed out of here about your wound and your children acting up because of a toxic people. I mean, they become not clean in another way. No, it's not that. It's a choice that they made. They made to be toxic for reason about their money and how they deal with you, mama. And that's what I said. That's their money. Leave their money alone. If they want to give you something, they'll give it to you anyway. So leave them alone with it. Keep their money so they can do their business and what they need to do. You go do your business and stop worried about why they not giving you nothing. Then they keep you in that straight. Your mind ain't thinking about that. Okay, if that was your month, your birthday month, and they didn't give you nothing, don't worry about it. You know, like I said, you cause problem we don't need. Moving on. But like I said, it has something to do with clingy. Clingy has to do with mothering. I mean, you have to set apart. And that is necessary. Because all it's going to do is bring you down. Okay? I know sometimes women, when you have kids and men, you got children, and you in that house, sometimes you have to let them go so they can figure out their own way. And you can't always keep on what they doing all the time and what they're doing. Sometimes when you let go of release things, then you feel better. And then you do things that you need to do. And maybe that's the reason why. Maybe you've done so much and you haven't done nothing for yourself. And maybe that's the reason why you need to put yourself in that position and start to figure out who you really are so you can learn and figure out who you really are now that you're so used to doing for other people. So that is some good thing. And I'm talking and listening to myself at the same time. Letting you know sometimes you just have to let go and separate toxic people. Because we're in a time that you don't need it. You know. And as messing out with your money, your thoughts and your patterns and cause problems. Because of you want to hold on to your children. And they grown. You have to let them do what they're supposed to do. And about your situation of your family. That's what started in the first on part 1 and 2. Sometimes you don't need them. Okay. Then you don't have to look up for them. To help you, and you up looking for them to help you. So you already have the information that you need. So basically, love yourself. Love yourself. That's twice. And intuition to know thyself. And when you're dealing with family, friends, and your place where you're sitting on, who rep your city, and toxic, okay, and the situations of people, toxic people, then you just have to let them go. If it's about your home, you're moving because it's the reason not gonna give you the information. It's time for you to go, and it's a home for you. Well, that's some good things here. 4 gonna give you that energy, Emperor energy, house. 5th house gonna give you that Leo energy, strong, strength. You got it. Have a wonderful day.